Hi, my name is Brenda Cortez and I'm a living kidney donor. I donated 13 years ago to another mom. Our kids were in school together and found out that she needed a kidney, and I wanted to do for somebody that I hoped that somebody would do for me. So I ended up sharing my spare with Pam, and she's doing fine, and 13 years later I'm doing great. At the time though, my kids were 7 and 11, and there weren't any resources for my kids that I was aware of to help them understand what I was going to do. So fast forward then to 6 years later, and my daughter wrote her essay to get into college, and she wrote about the kidney donation and how I inspired her to want to be a better person and help others, but yet it was scary for her as a child to have her mom having surgery and doing this kidney donation that she didn't really know anything about. So when I read her essay, I in turn was inspired to want to write a book to help other kids who were having somebody donating an organ, maybe receiving an organ. So I wrote this first book, My Mom is Having Surgery, A Kidney Story. And this is meant to help kids understand just surgery in general, and what a kidney donation is, and what a recipient is. So this book is meant to help these kids that have a parent or loved one that would be going through organ donation or transplant. After that book, then I was inspired by people talking about children, and that there is definitely a need to have children be more educated about organ donation, also kids that are going through this themselves. So I wanted to create a little character that they could relate to. I came up with the slogan, help others with love. If you can see that on this guy's little bandana, and so that spells out howl. And I wanted to create this guy. I liked owls, so I thought Howl the Owl would be the perfect character for the next book that I wanted to write. So the next book that came out and this came out in spring of 2017, Howl Gets a Heart. And in this book he gets a heart transplant. So this book is meant to help kids or siblings that are going through, or even possibly they already went through transplant as a baby or a younger child, and now they can try and relate to what they went through by what Howl the Owl is going through. Then 2 years ago in Cleveland at the Transplant Games, I met Bella and her mom and dad. And 2 months after the games, Bella's daddy passed away, and he became an organ donor. And I knew I wanted to write about this topic to help kids understand when someone they love is passed away and gone, but yet they have saved other people's lives. They're like a superhero. And so Howl helps Bella, explains to kids what being an organ donor truly means, and how you're really saving other people's lives. Moving forward this year, we have Howl Helps Others, and this book just came out a month ago, summer of 2018, and this one is meant to help kids just really relate to what the true meaning of kindness and helping others is all about. It incorporates transplant a little bit, with Howl going to the heart clinic for his follow-ups, and then a little bit about bullying and autism. So my hope is that if we educate the kids, even ones that aren't affected by transplant and organ donation, if they're aware of what organ donation is really all about at a young age, then they won't have to think twice about making that decision when it's time for them to get their driver's license, and they can consent, and hopefully that they'll also talk to their parents and maybe convince an adult that isn't a registered organ donor, to become one. So I appreciate this opportunity, and always remember to howl, help others with love. Thank you.